Saving Private Ryan, directed by Steven Spielberg from a screenplay, primarily, by Robert Rudd, is a World War II epic film without dramatic grandiose logic. It features an objective story through line and the main character, archenemy Captain John H. Miller, Tom Hanks. Unfortunately, like the 8 American soldiers under his command, we as viewer are not allowed enough into his heart to connect emotionally with the main character to identify with him. We can see her attempts to control her pain as it manifests in her trembling hands, which look a bit obvious, and we see a silent, gut-wrenching sob, but we're watching her. We are not men in uniform. Problematic even in the middle of the film, Miller allows his men that the war has changed him, he just wants to complete the mission and earn the right to go home. This confession is ambiguous. Does this mean that he has lost his hitherto perfect altruism? Should we look for a change in his transformation, or will he hold firm to his new doctrine? There is no immediately obvious impact character to help define the protagonist's drive. One potentially influential character is Corporal Upham, the idealistic and naive, innocent English composition school teacher Miller returns home to. The second is Private Ryan herself, a symbol of maternal sacrifice. Note: no one ever mentions his father's disappearance. Nor does the soldier prompt Miller to test his resolve. Upham doesn't communicate regularly with Miller. Ryan is more of a concept than a character. Through a clearly developed central and influence character, a passionate relationship story, cannot be traced. The apparent objective story is the mission, OS domain physics, is a man, achieving the objective of the story, saved by Private James Francis Ryan. The 3 eponymous Ryan boys have died within days of each other, with some consolation for the youngest son returning home. Captain Miller, following the horrific Omaha Beach attack, is under a search warrant for the soldier. Unprepared and dismayed, his retreating Army Rangers resent having to risk their lives behind enemy lines for an effort they believe has nothing to do with winning the war. Company bloody skirmishes, fighting insurgency. Misguided private. Despite this, she manages to find him. Ryan, 2 of them killed, and 1 POW. Private Ryan, however, refuses to leave. A member of a disbanded platoon. He is guarding a bridge for battle tactics. At the same time, Dogface longs to be with his soldier brothers. Defying the story's limit, option lock, norm. Captain Miller and his men decide to stay. More brilliantly choreographed carnage. The war over, Captain Miller ordered Private, "Earn it now," said Ryan. This is where Spielberg loses me. With these dying words, Captain Miller has effectively sentenced Private James Francis Ryan to a crime for life. What is he owed? Was he not doing his patriotic duty when he found her? Had he not refused a free ticket home? Didn't he choose to stay and fight? Present-day James Ryan, result success. The epitome of all brave World War II veterans, racked with guilt, turns to his wife to ask if he really obeyed his captain's last order. What is it? The battle scenes are spectacular, metallic in color, metallic in the taste of blood. Strict laws on intentional vandalism and random vandalism reflect the many lives that have been horribly ruined. War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. If this is Spielberg's warning to future revolutions, he certainly succeeds on a visual level that is breathtaking. Saving Private Ryan bombards us with images of cruelty, God and the American flag, and thus, without the 4 perspectives of dramatization necessary to give the story a context, it conveys a message that is all